Hey, this is Daniel Norton. I'm here in my studio in New York City with Ashley. And I want to talk a little bit today about these 5-in-1 reflectors. Everybody has one. I've had this one forever. You can see it's all beat up, right? They're great, and they are 5-in-1 reflectors, but they are 5-in-1. So I want to kind of show you a couple different ways we can use it. Since it's cold and not sunny, I'm just going to set up a light here to kind of show you guys, because nobody wants to stand out in the cold. So let's start off, though, with getting a shot with the hard light as if it was the sun. So I've got my Profoto B1x here. It's fitted with the OCF Magnum reflector, which is a punchy kind of light. And we're going to take a shot. But first I want to do a frame with no flash, so you don't have to do anything. Boom. We want to do that just to make sure that none of the light from the windows or whatever is affecting our shot. And it's not. We are at f8 at 250th of a second. I have the Magnum over here in my group A. And I also have a light on the background just so that it is white. Here we go. Okay, so we can see, it's a tiny bit hot, but we can see that, you know, it's hard light. Even in the studio, which has a lot of white walls where all the lights bouncing around, we can see that the light is, you know, got harsh shadows on her face. There's a better exposure, okay? We have two things going on, actually. It's hard, right? You can see the shadow. It's also specular, so we can see the shininess on her. So for somebody like Ashley, that might actually be okay, right? She has good shape to her face. Some people can really take the hard light, and maybe we're done. We can be like, hey, all right, let's have lunch, done. But for most people, they're gonna want something. Partially, the shadow might just be too dark, and you wanna fill it in a little bit, so that's where the reflector's gonna come in. So I have this one here. This is a PhotoFlex one, I believe, and it has two different kinds of silver. You've got Tiffany silver, and then you have Walmart silver, I guess, I don't know. No, there's two different silvers, a hard silver and a soft one. We're gonna use the soft. So I'm just gonna use a C-stand to hold it because I always use the most heavy stand possible for every single thing. And remember, my light's coming from here. Actually, let me put the modeling light on for you guys. Modeling light. Yep, there it is. So the light's coming from over here, so I wanna make sure it bounces into the shadows. I'm just gonna bring it in. And you want to bring it in as close as you can. So why am I using silver, you might ask? Is it because it was just set on silver already and I was too lazy to change it? That could be the reason. But actually it's because I'm using a specular light source to shoot her right on this side, so I kind of want it to feel the same. So silver is what I'm using. So let's see if that's not in the shot. All right, so we'll do a test. Perfect. So we can see now, if we compare the two, still the same light, right? But now we have a lot more shadow detail, right? So it looks a little bit nicer. And that's pretty much how people always use these things. And they're great. And you buy these 5-in-1s and you're like, oh, okay, I'm gonna use it as a reflector. But really what's kind of cool about these, I think, and the part that I like to use a lot is the internal part of this. The internal part of this is actually a diffuser. So we'll take this one off. This is very old, so it's gonna take me a minute. I've used this many times. Okay. You have to do that when you take it off. It's like a flourish. Okay, this is diffusive material now. So this is gonna, you know, the light's gonna go through it, and it's gonna become larger, and that makes it softer, right? So, because I can't magically hold it up in the air, I'll use the stand again. All I wanna do here so because the arm for the C-stand is so close to the diffuser, it's not going to cast a shadow on the, on her, but I am still gonna give myself as much space as possible here by putting it towards the edge of it. Okay. Want to keep the general direction of the light the same. Plop it in like that. Because you can't move the sun, I won't move the light, that would be cheating. And one thing we want to do is move it in as close as possible because we want as much coverage as possible. Let's see, is that in my shot? Nope, all right, I'm gonna do what I just said I wasn't gonna do. Since I am in a studio and I can cheat, I'm gonna actually move this back a bit. The reason why I'm doing that is because I want to cover the entire diffuser. Okay, so now that's obviously gonna eat up some light. I'm gonna give myself, I'm in manual on the flash trigger. Why? I don't know. Why does anybody do anything? This happened to have been on manual. There we go. Oh, that was a pretty good guess. So one more stop of light. We can see nice and even. I think I want to give myself a tiny bit more. We'll go 2/10 more, 3/10 more, why not? Good. There we go. There we go. So we added a bit more in. We can see that we have more light on her face. And look at how nice and soft it is. You don't have really any shadow over here. So we'll show you the comparisons. Okay, so we can see here we have the 3 shots. We've got the initial shot with the hard light coming in, kind of darkish shadows. Then we have the filled in shadows here by using it as a reflector. You can still see the light is still specular though. And then here, we've got a smoother, softer light. The specularity is down a little bit. It might be a smidge dark still, in which obviously we can just give it a little more light there. And you know, there you go, with the one reflector system. So I actually want, now that I have the soft light the way I want it, I'm just gonna shoot a couple more. I'm adding a couple more tenths of light to it. Yeah, perfect. All right, so here we go. This is the, good. You'll notice too, I'm not chopping off the top of her head, so nobody has to ask me that question why I chopped off her head. Maybe we'll do that in the next video. And she's just working it. She's like, I need a new profile shot. Oh, yeah, hey, oh. Right, very wintry. It's like a Spiegel catalog. There we go. Exactly, there we go. That's the one. That's the cover of the catalog. Right there, that's the shot. It's gonna make us a lot of money. Yeah, so we can see that, again, people are using these 5-in-1 reflectors as reflectors all the time, but remember there's that diffusive part inside of it, so you can use that to completely change the way the light looks. So I'll put Ashley's info in the description for you guys to follow her. Be sure to follow me, Daniel Norton Photographer, subscribe to Adorama TV, and I'll see you next time on set.